Okay, hi Anetta, and thank you so much for joining our Artist Spotlight and doing this interview.
Thank you so much for having me.
So it's summer in Norway now. How is the summer vibe and what are your plans during the summer vacation?
Oh, yeah, the summer vibes. It's kind of normal, and that's a bit strange since we are still in Corona mode, and yeah, so it's quite everything has all of a sudden just opened up. It feels like so a lot of people are outside, which it's good to meet outside, but I'm still a bit reluctant to go into town and to be very social. So actually this holiday we are renovating a cottage, so we're going to move into a cottage very soon. So that's our holiday vibe at the moment,
That
fixing
sounds
up.
very nice. Sounds very Norwegian.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Yeah. I should like Norwegian summer. I should love to be in there now.
Yeah, it's been the weather has been lovely, and every day they like predicted rain, but it's not really happening yet. It was last night during sleep hours. So yeah,
All
so
right.
hopefully.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on to our Artist Spotlight questions. Could you share a bit of your background as an artist?
Yes. Well, I started out quite young, taking singing lessons. My father's side of the family is very into music and has, yeah, always been very have had the music close to their hearts. So I started at the age of 7, which is normal here in Norway. We started a bit late here in Norway compared to Asia. So at the community center where you go learn, and then I did musical theater for high school, and then I moved to Singapore where I did La Salle College of the Arts musical theater. So I'm actually the first female European to graduate from musical theater, La Salle College of the Arts. So
Wow, that's great.
yeah, not a female though, but still. Yeah, but yeah, it was an amazing time in Singapore. And then my music career took me places in Singapore where I was working in musical theater for kids with shows, mostly mall shows. And then we moved to Thailand, and I started different bands, mostly jazz and singing in hotels and stuff like that. And I done concerts and a few musical theater here in Norway as well during summers or before I moved, in between moves and stuff like that. Yeah, but mostly concerts.
Ah, So you say you've been studying in Singapore and lived here for quite a while. Did you notice any particular similarities or differences with the musical education in Singapore compared to Norway?
Well, the thing is, when I was studying music in Norway, I was quite young, and still quite young when I moved to Singapore. And musical theater, we didn't have that in Norway at that point. So when I was starting to look for a school, I was looking at, America and England, and I couldn't really find the perfect fit for me. And then La Salle came up, and it was a very new course. So they also had teachers from abroad. So there was quite a lot of teachers from Australia, from England, from America. So I'm not sure if the if it was a very Singaporean school system in La Salle, but we also had, for all our theories, we had Singaporean teachers. What I could see was, I think it was the course as well, but it was much more strict than what it was in Norway. But I can't really compare it in the terms of, because I wasn't in the same age group. So it might also be because I was younger that it wasn't that much pressure on us. But what I got out of studying in Singapore was that I got a very good work ethic, because it was really hard, but it was also, it was a good, foundation to prepare you, because especially musical theater is quite hard. The business is a very, high energy work. It's a very, so yeah, it's I think they're much more strict in Singapore in general, but also in their way of teaching. But it creates respect, and it creates a beautiful bubble of learning. So yeah, it was all good.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Who are your biggest influencers?
Oh, that's yeah. I actually don't know. I'm very drifting in who I'm listening to and what I probably should do more research in following other people and stuff like that. But when I was really young, I loved John Travolta. He could do like everything, and I was just a big fan. He could sing, he could dance, like musical theater, right? So it was beautiful. And Norwegian artist, I always felt that Maria Mena is one of, she's a beautiful soul, that one. I don't know her personally, but she just has this persona, and her songs are just beautiful. So I actually did quite a lot of covers of her songs in Singapore when I was in a band in Singapore. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. She's a very soulful singer. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful. And she's coming more and more back as well, which is beautiful. So this summer she has released quite a lot of beautiful songs. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So when you're performing, can you tell us about the process before a performance?
Yes. I well, it's I'm quite spiritual, so I'm kind of I'm always pray before I go on stage, to the theater gods, or like, yeah, something that it's bigger than me, and or to my angels, and I say like, please protect me, and let me remember my lyrics and stuff like that. But it's more also just standing in the space before you go on stage and breathe and focus and think about the first thing. Like, I go through the whole process, like, where's my line, what am I going to do, especially if it's more than singing. So if it's a theater show, I usually just go through like the line of what am I going to do, so the whole process very quickly, and like a story. And then if it's singing, it's more, okay, prepare myself, get into me and into that space of protection, really just be protected before I go out. So my breath I use quite often to just stable myself and to center, ground, and then I'm ready to go. And of course sometimes you don't have time to do much, and then you just have to trust that you know what you're doing and go on stage. But usually I try to have some time to prepare and just settle myself and be calm before I go out and do anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like a good plan. What
Yeah.
do you like to do outside of working with music that contributes to your creativity?
I make jewelry. So I love, I always well well, I haven't always. I started actually when I was 12 making jewelry, and then I left that for a while. And then when I came back to Singapore again, I discovered all these beautiful beads and crystals and stones. So I started again, and it's been a big passion ever since. And I'm also feeling that I should be drawing more. So that's something I'm gonna jump into very soon and start just coloring and drawing, because I can see that that's also giving me quite a lot of, energy and in the creative process. So, yeah.
Are you still making your jewelry in Norway as well?
Yes, I am a little, but yeah, I need to set it all up and get started again. It's a bit hard with the little one because the little beads are very small. So it's
Yeah.
not like I can. Yeah, he needs to sleep for me to.
Yes, you are a singer and you make jewelry and you also do sound healing. How did that get into your career? How did your interest in sound healing start?
You know, sound healing was something that just came to me. Really, it just jumped into my it. Yeah, sorry, but it kind of just like jumped into my body. That's how it felt like. But yeah, I did a course actually with a lady, beautiful lady from Singapore as well. Everything comes back to Singapore, doesn't it? um Helen Hayes, and she had this beautiful course that I did called The Journey Home, and a spiritual course where to find yourself and working on what's inside. And it was during a meditation first, that where it came to, it was like a lot of tingling in front of my eyes, and I just had a feeling that I had to sing. I could not be still. The voice just came, and I never really asked to take place before, so I had to ask, there's something coming, can I please just sing? And she of course said, yes, please do. And then that's how it started, if I remember correctly. And then I got a mentor here in Norway who could help me understand what was happening. And so she would do, I would sing for her, and she would explain to me what was happening for her. A medium that helped me, mentor me, and so I could understand what was going on. And it just felt really, I felt really connected when I did start it out. So I just trusted the process and let it come. And yeah, and it's developed very quickly. So I was, in very short time I was able to do to have clients and to do sound healing for them. And everyone said that they could feel the sound and how it was working with the body, and that they were seeing colors, and a lot of beautiful things was opening up. So what I'm also was realizing was that the sound is really hitting something inside that is opening up and creating this healing process. And it really is, vibration goes directly into our cells and work in that way. So it makes sense when I started out and stopped all, you know, all the judgment on myself and what other people might think of me if I say, yeah, I'm a sound healer, because you know, it's different. And so it's very easy to be judged on it, and I wasn't really ready for that. But because it was so natural, and since it came in the way it came, where I could not be, it felt like I couldn't be silent anymore, and it just came. And it was like my whole body felt like it was going to explode. So it just had to come out, and it did. And it feels very natural. And yeah,
It's
so
amazing. It's very interesting. What kind of clients will see you for sound healing? Are they from one particular background? Are they musicians? Are they?
no, it's usually um well, people who are open for alternative medication, or you know, for everything, for anything that is alternative. um and usually either people who are really open and have tried quite a lot of things and want to try something new, or someone who feels really stuck and just, I need to try this because I've heard it's amazing. And yeah, so open people, and people who wants to change, wants to do something in their life to, yeah, integrate the change that they're working on.
Mm.
Because music has this beautiful way as well to opening up emotions. And either, you know, if you're listening to a normal cover song, you know, a normal song on the radio, or if it is for a meditation that is created for you to open up, you will have some sort of feeling listening to this music. You know, it's, there's always triggering something in you. It could be the lyrics, it could be the melody, it can be the composition, it can be, it's so many things that are opening up these feelings in you. So music has, it's, it has a language that everyone understands in some sort. So yeah.
That's true. That's true. Is that the market for sound healing? Is it bigger in Asia, or how is it compared to Norway? Yeah.
It's much bigger because in Asia in general, people are just more open to the alternative, and to, you know, you have Chinese medication, you have so many different ways. Reiki is much more present. Yeah. um, Belief systems, there are so many in Asia. In Norway, you kind of just have one, you know. So it's, we're not so used to opening up to the possibility of you being able to treat yourself as well, you know. But we are getting there. I think more and more people are opening up. And even if you don't, even if you don't feel it's for you, it's more open up for, okay, I can see that that can be valid for some people, or that you can see things or feel things that maybe I can't. So, you know, yeah,
Mm.
I think it's opening up to the possibility that we can absolutely treat and go different ways as well than just the Western medication. And yeah.
True. Have you ever had a moment where you questioned your career entirely?
Yes, not so much my career, but more myself. Um, that I'm good enough, or if I'm, can I do this? Because I'm not in a place where I trust myself to write my own music yet. I feel it's something that could happen, but I'm still very, ooh, that's feels really, ooh, challenging. So yeah, it's more myself that I've been thinking that, okay, I'm am I good enough? That all those questions. And also, of course, that things are taking much longer maybe than what I might have expected, you know, but life happens. And I also see that I probably haven't been focusing on just music, you know. I've been focusing on quite a lot of things. So and then if you don't focus on one or two things, you won't, that's not what's gonna be going all the way, you know. So and I also see that everyone around me maybe like, what is she doing? If she's gonna do this music thing, why aren't she doing it, you know? But then they also, I've been away for quite a long, so they don't really know what I've been doing in Asia, you know. So yeah, it's hard to, because I'm not very good at social media and putting up what I'm doing, and you know, the events that I'm at, or which I should be much better at doing. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to a young artist that would follow in your steps?
Yeah. I if it comes to like if you're gonna go forward or not, I think it's very important to really feel, is this something you want from your heart? And if you feel like I need to sing, like I have to sing, that's my life. If I feel sad, I sing. If I'm really angry, it helps to sing, you know. It connects with all my emotions. So connect to that heart center of you, why you want to do it, and why it is so important to you. And so in those times where you struggle and think like, oh, why am I doing this, really feel, why did you start, and how does it make you feel when it is flowing and when it is good, you know. And if that is really good, and if you feel like, okay, it's worth it, I'm going to continue, this is really good. Because I think everyone who really burns for something will feel it vibrating in their heart that, okay, I'm meant to do this. And it makes me feel good doing it. So yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Thank you. So the last year has been challenging. Have you experienced new ways of thinking or new possibilities emerge from the disruption?
Yes, I I started before because I wanted to be more present online, but I also see that the world is opening up much more for the online persona and to be online. So what I wanted to do was actually to have concerts every month on my page. Um, so yeah, that people could buy a ticket for, and I would have like a private group, and yeah, something like that. But and also, you know, online courses, because I also teach singing, and yeah, an online course for breath work and for the sound healing. So I've been thinking a lot more online during this year. And also because I'm home with my little boy, and I really want to be home with him for a while longer. I don't want him to go to kindergarten yet. So we'll see if I can keep up or create an online platform where, yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. And I think it is important, and also to connect to other musicians, because I really want to collaborate more around the world as well when it opens up, but then the connection has already been done. So that's also why I want to be a bit more visible on my platform, and so I can connect with other musicians, and then when we can travel again and make some music. Yeah. But I
Great.
love the whole, you know, there are so many online clips now where they have put together artists in a song, and it's beautiful because then you see different artists from all over the world coming together in a song, which is amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad to. Um, So you become more aware of the digital presence. Where do you see your artistic style evolve from here?
I have no idea. That's yeah. In terms of style, everyone is telling me like you really need to find your style, Anetta. You really need to find your style. And what I'm seeing is that what I'm doing now in my concerts is that I'm also talking quite a lot. Like I'm making a story and trying to, because you know this whole how you look at yourself and how you present yourself to the world, you know, there are so many this the way you feel and everything, it has to do with how you look at yourself. And I think it's so important. We are so many beautiful souls walking around here on this planet and don't think much about ourselves. And that's something I'm working on quite a lot now for me. And I see that there are so many others that also are struggling with seeing that how beautiful they are. So I that's what I've been doing now in my concerts as well. I'm just trying to use powerful songs, you know, to undermine this that you are amazing. And so it's more like a showcase maybe, or a show. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's I talk quite a lot as well in my concerts. And I think that maybe that's my style, like telling a story as well, like having storytelling time with some songs.
I would
Yeah.
love to come to a show. Sounds so interesting. Could you give an example of one? You're saying you're using powerful songs. Could you give one example of one powerful song?
Well, yeah, like uh for example, now I had a concert yesterday, so I was starting with Titanium, uh because it builds up. In the beginning it talks about that you can crush me how much you want, but you won't be able to, you know. And then
How does it
going
go? Could you take a little?
huh?
How does it go?
You shout it out, but I can hear what you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, now I recognize it. Yeah.
And he goes, bulletproof, nothing to lose. I am titanium. Yeah,
Yeah.
I should.
Nice.
Sorry, I sang it wrong there, but okay, never mind.
I didn't see that. Didn't hear it.
Never mind. The first part was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, no, it's yeah, and then there's a lot of. Then we have a beautiful Swedish song that talks about, you know, I hope you know that you are worthy, which I ended the whole concert with. So yeah. So
That's
there's
a really nice summer concert.
it was very nice because it was outside and we thought it was gonna rain, but it wasn't, and a beautiful garden, and yeah. So it was nice.
Great. Okay, we're up to our last question here today.
Oh.
So what would be the most fulfilling part of being an artist?
You know, for me, it is since music and when you really connect to the song, it's the most amazing thing for me. When you connect to the song and you can really see that you are hitting a nerve in someone, you know, not in like, oh, what's going on, but when you feel that they really feel, oh, this is hitting me somewhere that I needed to hear. And when you can collaborate with other musicians as well, it's such a beautiful, beautiful collaboration that can come together. And it's like when I first met you as well, when we were singing in the Sea Mission and you were playing. And it was just, it's amazing because you meet so many wonderful people that you connect to. And the world just seems a bit smaller in some sense, where when you come together in something that you mutual know, which is amazing. So yeah, I think that's the music gives me so much, and it really is from that heart place when you can connect with other people. And because I use a lot of I use music with children as well, quite a lot. And what I do is baby singing and toddler singing with parents, and it's amazing to see parents come in and they are terrified, like, am I going to sing? Why do I need to sing? Like, you know. And for your kid, it's your voice is the most important thing for your child. That's what they heard. Like, for a mom to communicate with their child, it's so important, and not be afraid of that voice, because that's what they know, you know. And it's such a beautiful, because you can really calm, you can make them feel so safe when you connect to that song, and just not just sing it, but really connect to your baby through it. And it's just beautiful when you see that connection. And a parent who might be very scared of this new role of parenting, and then going into, we can do this together, and I can understand you, and I can see you are communicating with me in some sense. And yeah, it's beautiful.
That
Did
is
I answer
beautiful.
the question? Because I kind of forgot.
No, yes, you did. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Anetta. So great to have you here with us today. We are looking forward to hear more of your music, and hope to see you in Singapore soon.
Oh, I really hope. I so want to come back to Singapore. It's my second home. I really feel at home in Singapore. So I would love to come back.
We would love to see you here. All right. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you.